IZONE is a group that has always made me feel a little bewildered. So today it is time to start my education.
In January of 2016,
there's so many girls.
Reality competition premiered on Mnet. 101 trainees from various companies would compete against each other on a show called Produce 101. The 11 finalists would go on to debut in a group by Mnet and CGAM themselves, known as IOI. The group went to find immediate success, so much so that they were one of the only groups who could stand up against juggernauts like Twice and Blackpink.
Wow.
Unfortunately, their success was short-lived, as they were built as a temporary group. In January 2017, like cherry blossoms in spring, IOI faded into disbandment. Mnet.
Crazy. They faded into disbandment. See, that's the part that gets me confused. Why make a group with the intention of getting rid of them a couple years later? Like, what's the point? Like, that's the part that my brain can't comprehend. I'm like, so they are going through a process of 101 girls, get it down to 11, and then in 3 years, we'll get rid of them. If someone could explain that to me, why? Maybe I'll find out.
Mnet knew they hit a gold mine, so they did it again with Produce 101 Season 2. 101 went on to debut and become a monster boy group with huge commercial success. Now with Mnet's pockets significantly filled with coins, they said, hey, let's run it back one more time.
Wow.
But instead of 1-year contracts, let's do 2.5 years. Also, Japan has the second biggest music market in the world. If we could somehow get into that Japanese market, that would mean even more coin for our pockets.
Wow.
So a brand new Produce 101 season was airing, but this time with a twist. It would be with 96 contestants, with 57 from Korean agencies and 39
Why did they go down from
Japan,
101 to 96?
The Japanese supergroup AKB48 and their sister groups. And for 12 episodes, 96 girls battled it out with the hopes that they could one day debut as one of the 12 finalists on the show. The show featured several big names like Lee Kaun from After School and Jang Gyuri from Fromus 9. Then there was Matsui Jurina and Miyawaki Sakura, who were both already superstars in Japan. The show and competition was filled with laughs, with new friendships, with tears, and tons of hwasa. I mean Subway. I make it.
I make it. Boom.
Tons of wasa? That's all you need to say to me and I'm in. Yes. Give me more wasa. I really want to watch this show. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to react to the show on YouTube. If I ever do get a Patreon, which I don't think anyone will subscribe, which is why I haven't done it yet. But if I ever do, then this is for sure one of the first things I'm going to react to.
With the final episode, they were finally ready to announce the final members of the new girl group.
It must be so hard to stand out.
The same company of Filipino K-pop idol creature
from 96
she finished at 11th place.
Women.
Minju, who was born February 5th, 2001, went on to become one of the visuals for the group. Coming in 10th place was Kim Chaewon from Woollim Entertainment, known for her beautiful voice and fairy/angel-like appearance, even earning her the nickname Angel Chaewon. If they ever made a movie about
She's
a Korean
Anna.
Disney princess, she would look like Chaewon. Chaewon was born August 1st, 2000 and would go on to be the lead vocalist and lead dancer.
Nice.
Next was Honda Hitomi at 9th place from AKB48. Unlike some of the other Japanese contestants on the show, Hitomi was not a big name. She was a smaller idol on AKB48's Team 8, a group she had to share with 39 other members. She debuted.
Excuse me? There is a Japanese girl group with 40 members. I've been reacting to K-pop for a little over a year now, and every day my mind gets blown by new information. It's just like mind-boggling, all this new information. A 40-member Japanese girl group Crazy.
Debuted in 2014 at the age of 12. Hitomi, or Hichan, gained prominence for her unique appearance, voice, and of course, her round cheeks. She was born October 6, 2001 and went on to debut as the lead dancer. Kang Haewon from 8D Creative finished at 8th place. Haewon had a rocky, unstable start at the beginning of the show, earning her an F rating in her first ranking. However, her rapid improvements and her cult-like following catapulted her to the top of the rankings in popularity. Her adoption and loving friendship with Japanese trainee Minami was also heartwarming to see. Rap god Haewon was born July 5th, 1999, and she went on to debut as a rapper and visual.
I love that she was born in the 90s. Even though it was 99, the 90s still count.
Went and finished at 7th place. Eunbi had actually already started her K-pop career years ago in 2014 as Kazoo in Yeah. She eventually left the group and joined Woollim sometime later. On the show, she was a great dancer, but she was an even better leader. She gained popularity for her resemblance to Red Velvet's Irene.
Nice.
Born September 27th, 1995, she debuted as the leader, main dancer, and mother of the group.
I like 95. I like her now.
Finished at 6th place. Nako was a prominent member of HKT48 and ranked 9th in AKB48's 2018 general election. Naki was notable for being the shortest trainee in the whole entire competition, standing at 4'11". She exploded in popularity.
4'11"? Wow, that is short. I'm short. Well, I like to say I'm average, but I don't know what average is. Average sizes of men and women around the world. Oh, this is fun. I don't know meters though. I need feet. Okay, women. 1.7, 1.7. Let's look for, where's like the shortest? This has turned into this video has taken a turn. It's all pretty close. Oh, it's getting shorter as we go down though. Oh, I bet it's by, I just realized in my mind, it was by country alphabetically. I just realized it's height. It's by height. Tallest at the top, shortest at the bottom. My bad. They're getting shorter. Okay, so Netherlands and Montenegro are the tallest. The average height of females in the United States is 1.63, which is 5.3 feet. I'm 5'4", so I'm taller than average. Hell yeah. Where's South Korea? South Korea here. 1.63. It's the same. Interesting. So 5'3" inches or 1.63 meters is the average height in the United States and South Korea. Who's the shortest now that I'm here? Now that this video has taken a U-turn. Guatemala, 1.51. Nepal, the Philippines, 1.54. What is 1.51? 4'9"? The average height of women in Guatemala is 4 feet 9 inches. She'd be considered tall. The IZONE woman would be considered tall in Guatemala. Crazy, this is fascinating. Learn something new every day. What about Japan? She was Japanese, wasn't she? 1.58. 5'1", which is still very small. I mean, it's no 4'9", but 5'1" is the average height in Japan. So she's short in Japan as well. What a fascinating U-turn we just took. The more you know.
Popularity, all thanks to one line in her performance of Love Whisper.
They're so supportive.
되게 편하게 부른다. 노래 잘했어.
The world was blown away by her cute appearance and voice, never dropping out of the top 9 since that performance.
Wow,
Born in June
good
18,
for her.
2001, Nako debuted as a vocalist for the group. An Yujin from Starship Entertainment came in 5th place. the second youngest member of the group. Even before debuting, Yujin had already made a name for herself, starring in commercials since she was young. Born September 1st, 2003, Yujin debuted as a lead vocalist and lead dancer.
Nice.
Chae Yena from Yuehua Entertainment finished at 4th place. Since the beginning, Yena was a popular contestant known for her silly humor and fun personality.
똑소리나게 미션을 해결하러 온 천재죠.
She was also probably the best all-rounder in the competition. She could sing, she could dance, she had great visuals, and of course, she had spits of fire.
누가 은비 불쌍하게 만들어? 랩 신들까지 오셨어요.
Not to mention, she was the strongest trainee of the show. Is there anything Yena can't do?
Born September 29, 1999, she became the main rapper, lead vocalist, and lead dancer.
Oh my gosh, she's done it all.
Next was Jo Yori from Stone Music. She originally got noticed from her time in Idol School, the show that eventually went on to form Fromis 9. But it
Idol
looked like her
School?
getting eliminated from Idol School was a blessing in disguise, as she went on to finish in 3rd place. Known for her beautiful, silky smooth vocals, Yuri was one of the, if not the best vocalists in the competition. Born on October 22nd, 2001, she debuted as the main vocalist. With the addition of Yuri, the Jo Yuri's trio was finally
It's
complete.
funny that
As 10 names were read and 10 girls took their seats
all these women are like, she debuted as the main vocalist. She debuted as the main vocalist. Like, how many of them are main vocalists? Some of them have to be background vocalists. So I wonder, like, who was really the main vocalist and who just had a couple lines here and there.
among the top 12, there was a standoff for 2nd and 1st place.
Oh.
미야와키 사쿠라 연습생과 스타쉽의 장원영 연습생.
Sakura.
In the left corner, Miyawaki Gadkura. Often noted as one of the most popular Japanese idols outside of Twice's J Trinity, Sakura had been in the limelight ever since she was a little girl.
Wow.
She was just 14 when she debuted for Japan's HKT48.
Wow.
She was catapulted into stardom, becoming one of Japan's biggest idols, even securing 3rd place in AKB48's general election in 2018. For the
What's this general okay, and now I was fascinated about IZONE from learning Le Sserafim. Now I'm fascinated about the AK48, HKT48. I think that's what it is. Now I'm fascinated about that group. There was like 40 members. They have general elections. Like, what's going on about that? Maybe J-pop is like, I'm missing out on all the J-pop news. Comment down below anything you know about that mega group.
catapulted into stardom, becoming one of Japan's biggest idols, even securing 3rd place in AKB48's general election in 2018. For the
Wow.
music video and performance of Nekoya, Sakura was voted as the original center. If
Wow.
Sakura's bias Irene was the original visual, then Sakura was the original center. She was clear-cut the most popular contestant of the competition. In the right corner, Tang Wonyoung, the born-to-be idol, the natural center. And what's crazy is that she was only 13 years old when Produce 48 premiered.
Oh my
making her one of
gosh.
the youngest contestants of the show. Standing at 5'8", she's easily the tallest member of the
That's
competition,
crazy.
towering over everybody else.
She's
She was
the
jokingly
tallest and,
referred
like,
to
the
as
youngest.
giant baby.
That's
because
crazy.
of her very likable personality, her surprisingly very impressive English skills,
Hey guys, nice to meet you. We are IZONE and I hope you enjoy the show from Korea. Thank you.
Wow.
애교,
국민 프레스님, 내가 다 가질 거야. 내가 다 가질 거야.
she was able to capture the hearts of the general public and everyone who saw her. So who would be the center of the group?
축하합니다. 스타쉽 장원영 연습생.
Oh, wow.
Wonyoung would go on to debut in the coveted center position and the maknae of the group,
That's crazy.
and
To
Sakura
be the
as
youngest
the secondary center, visual, and
and
dad of the group.
the dad of the group. To be the
All that was left to
youngest
fill was
and the center. That's crazy. Okay, so I do know that Sakura goes to Le Sserafim and Wonyoung goes to IVE. It must be weird to be like in the same girl group as these women were, and then to now be in separate competing girl groups. I'm sure they're friendly behind the scenes, right? I love a reality show of behind the scenes of K-pop idols. And not like those like documentaries that like a company will put out. Like Le Sserafim has some documentaries that I started to reacting to, which you can click here and watch me react to their documentaries. But I want like a Real Housewives style reality show with K-pop idols. I think that would be fascinating. Stop everything you're doing at this current moment and take your mouse and bring it down to that subscribe button and then hit the thumbs up button and leave a comment if you feel like it. And, you know, if you want to be like really nice and get like good karma in the air, you could also just like donate. I mean, you don't have to, but why not? Good karma? Hello. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
12th place, the last roster spot, where Han Cho-won from Cube would go up against Lee Taeyeon from WM.
Oh.
Taeyeon, like Yana, was an incredible all-rounder, but where
She's
she really stood
cute.
out was dancing.
Keep rolling.
Taeyeon was easily, by far, the best dancer of the competition, bar none. Produce 48 would make
Well, then
Taeyeon's
they
third
should
survival
frickin' take
show,
her.
making a previous appearance
She's
on
the
K-pop
best
Stars 3, where she
dancer
failed
bar
to win,
none.
and on 16 where
She should be
failed
the
to debut
12th one.
twice. Failure on her third survival show would likely be the end of her idol dreams.
Oh.
And with her eyes filled with tears and suspense in the air, in what seemed like hours, they finally announced the name of the 12th member.
WM 이채연 연습.
Oh, yay. I feel bad for that other
Lee
girl,
Taeyeon will
though.
debut as the main dancer of the group. The 12 girls would finally come together as one. And thus,
Yay!
IZONE
Oh my god, look at
was born.
Won Young in the big chair.
IZONE.
Eyes one. The slow journey begins.
Set to debut in October 29, 2018, IZONE had one of the most anticipated and hyped debuts for a girl group, well, ever. No K-pop girl group in history had been as popular and well known as IZONE. Each of the girls were already
Wow.
stars even before releasing their first song, and IZONE did not disappoint.
Oh, I'd say that'd be hilarious if it sucked. And they're like, and Eyes One was horrible. The pressure these girls must have felt.
With the release of La Vie en Rose, they were breaking records left and right. They broke the record for the most views of a K-pop girl group's debut within 24 hours,
Wow.
garnering 4.5 million views. They broke the record for the most first-day sales by a debuting K-pop girl group. Then, 10 days later, they became the fastest girl group of all time to win a music show.
Wow.
Their album Colorize would go on to sell 282,000 units and was certified platinum. The album became the second best-selling debut album by a girl group of all time.
Wow.
IZONE was here.
I wonder
and they were
what's
ready
number
to
one,
dominate the
Blackpink?
K-pop world. Their Japanese single "Suki
Was Blackpink around back
would go on
then?
platinum in Japan. Their next album, Hard Eyes, came out on April 1st, 2019, and would go on to sell 315,000 units, becoming the
Wow.
20th best-selling album on Gaon. Their single, Violetta, would win 7 music show wins. They then did a collaboration with English producer Jonas Blue with the single, Rise. On June 7th, they went on their
Jonas
first concert
Blue. I feel like I haven't heard that name in a very long time, but I feel like he did something really famous.
tour, Eyes on Me, which had several sold-out shows. And on July 6th, they made their US debut in KCON New York.
Wow. Cute.
Then, once again, in KCON LA. From June to September, they
Why am I
released
rolling
another
away?
2 successful Japanese singles in Buenos Aires and Vampire. Hit after hit, success
Ooh,
after
she looks
success, sales upon
gorgeous.
sales. IZONE was on top of the K-pop world, standing up to massive girl groups like Twice, Blackpink, and Red Velvet. IZONE's third album, Blue Eyes, was set to release November 11th. They were growing exponentially by the second. It seemed like IZONE was unstoppable. That was until it hit.
Oh no. Oh my god, a crisis.
Controversy is brewing over speculation that viewers' votes on a idol audition show hosted by Mnet, a music cable channel, were fabricated.
저희 취재 결과 구속된 담당 PD는 전체 4개 시즌 가운데 최근 2시즌에서 결과를 조작한 혐의를 인정한 걸로 확인됐습니다.
One of the biggest scandals to hit the Korean entertainment industry.
Wow.
July 19th, several viewers of Produce X101, the sequel to Produce 48, suspected that the votes were being manipulated throughout the season, specifically in the finale. Many viewers suspected the same with Idol School and Produce 48. Netizens stated that the final result did not make sense and did not align with what the general public voted. They complained about the unfair results of the Japanese trainees and some of the Korean trainees like Kaun and Choan. Netizens were especially suspicious of Sakura's final ranking, despite coming out first in the polls from various online websites, being first in the online trends, and being first in focus cam views. Many people thought her final position was not an accurate measurement of her popularity.
Producers of
Arrested? Oh my gosh. This is crazy. First of all, I feel so bad for Sakura because everyone's being like, she didn't deserve 2. How is she 2? This makes me feel bad for the members because this happened when the audience was like, no, these people suck. Why are they in this group when these other people should be in it? Something must have gone on behind the scenes. Like, that's what they had to have thought. And that makes me feel bad for the members who are, like, talented. I also don't know. We're going to get onto the arrest and see what was like illegal of what they did. But I feel like this happens in America all the time. I feel like American Idol. I feel like there's sometimes where the producers, to get the storyline, to get the drama, they either eliminate someone or they bring someone into the bottom 2 who's really not in the bottom 2. Like the amount of times the most popular person, obviously the most popular, and all of a sudden they're in the bottom 2. Like, yeah, right. So I feel like in America, this happens a lot. I think producers mess with the outcome a lot more than we think. So I'm curious as to why these people got arrested. Like what they did was illegal. Because is it illegal? I mean, it's just lying. It's saying they're doing the audience vote, but really they're not. It's kind of like the president of the United States. The winner does not make sense with what the popularity voted for. It's the same thing. Except, unfortunately, our president won't get arrested, even though he should have been arrested about 1,000 times by now. Somehow it can all go back to politics, right? But this is literally politics, the electoral college and the popularity vote. The amount of times the popular people voted for a president, but he ended up losing. Anyway, I gotta move on from that. Let's see why these guys got arrested.
a famous audition show have been arrested for alleged vote rigging.
On November 5th, 2019, the
rigging.
producers of the Produce series, An Jun-young and Kim Young-bum, were arrested for vote manipulation. Eventually, An, Kim, and representatives from Starship.
Is that illegal though?
AT
What's
Creative,
illegal
and
about
Rounders
it?
Entertainment.
If there's a lawyer watching this, let me know in the comments what is illegal about vote manipulation. I don't know. Am I crazy for thinking that like that's just part of reality TV is the producers manipulate things to make it more dramatic? I don't know. Someone explain. Part of the IZONE being mind-boggling. So many layers that I don't understand.
Were indicted for charges including obstruction of business, fraud, and bribery. Even though the girls were not at fault, they were the ones.
That's more fraud, bribery. That stuff makes more sense now. Got it.
Ones who had to suffer. Immediately, X1 and IZONE's activities were halted. Showcases, promotions, guest appearances were all put on hold. Endorsements and brand deals were cancelled.
Obviously.
X1 and IZONE would enter an indefinite hiatus.
Wow.
The future of both groups became increasingly unclear. On January 6, 2020, X1 disbanded, and it seemed like IZONE would follow suit, from the top of the K-pop world to now being inches away from disbandment.
I know, isn't that
looked like
insane? They won a Mama
This was it,
Award.
and this was the end for IZONE.
Wow.
Or was it?
Ooh. A rebirth?
Against all odds, IZONE would stay together and come back with their long-awaited single, Fiesta, and their
Wow.
first full album, Bloom Eyes. And not only did they come back, they made their return bigger and stronger than ever. The Mnet scandal served to be free promotion for IZONE and only made the general public yearn more for IZONE.
I was gonna say, it's probably a good thing for them. They're in the media a lot more. The people who watch the news but don't necessarily are in the entertainment aspect of it will now know the name IZONE. I think it's just like bad publicity for the company, but good publicity for the group in itself. And it makes people root for the members who are like, oh, who are like Sakura. People will now feel bad for her and be like, oh, I feel bad for her. I'm going to root for her because people are being mean. You're gonna root for the underdogs.
IZONE was built as a temporary group, disbanding after 2.5 years. Sometimes you don't know what you got till it's gone, and many people realized they couldn't take IZONE for granted any longer. Every single song on Bloom Eyes, even their B-side, would go on to chart in the top 200 in the Gaon charts.
Oh wow.
I'm curious about you.
Known for probably being their best album, Bloom Eyes would not just dominate, it would completely obliterate the competition, selling 493,000 albums,
Wow.
making Bloom Eyes, at the time of its release, the best-selling girl group album in Gaon history.
Holy
With only a year left in their
wow.
contract, IZONE tried to make the best of their short time remaining. Just 4 months later, in June of 2020, IZONE would go and have another comeback with Oniric Diary, and its lead single, Secret Story of the Swan.
Secret Story of the Swan.
Oniric Diary would be their best-selling album with 548,000 sales. At the time of its release, it would take the number 2 spot of best-selling girl group albums in Gaon history. To finish off 2020, on December 7th, IZONE released their 5th and last album, One Reeler, Act 4, with IZONE's very last single, Panorama. Once again, IZONE would dominate with 464,000 sales. IZONE would finish the year as the second best-selling girl group of 2020.
Oh my
It
gosh.
was a bittersweet year for IZONE and IZONE fans. Within 2 years, IZONE became one of the greatest girl groups in K-pop history.
That's
But because
insane.
of the Mnet scandal and the pandemic, their time with their fans was cut severely
Oh.
short. IZONE had one last activity before disbandment in 2021. On March 13, 2021, IZONE would go and hold their final concert, One, The Story. With this concert, IZONE had one last moment and concert to share with their fans. They shared their music, they shared their talents, they shared some smiles, they shared some laughs. But in the last couple minutes of the concert, we shared tears as they said their final good.
진짜 마지막으로 위즈원 다시 돌아오지 않을 소중한 하루하루를 저희 아이존과 함께 해줘서 너무너무 고마워요. 너무너무 행복했어요. 감사합니다. アイズワンになったことを後悔した日は一日もないし、とても幸せな日々でした。終わりが決まっているんだと、いつか来るんだと心のどこかでは分かっていても、それでも必死で駆け抜けてきた最高の2年半でした。 그래도 오늘이 끝나도 저희가 오늘이 끝나도 저희가 아이즈원이었다는 게 변함이 없듯이 우리 위즈원도 변함없이 위존이었다는 거 잊지 말아주세요.
Again, this just like they were doing so well. They were like one of the top girl groups of all time. Like they were just breaking record after record. So like, why did they stop? Why couldn't they like continue on? Why can't they extend the contract? I don't get it. I mean, 2 of them moved on to Le Sserafim. 2 of them moved on to IVE, which are both
2.5 years.
Amazing girl groups, and they're both doing incredible. And I think a bunch of the other members are still like doing incredible things and being great. But it's just like, why do they have to separate? Why couldn't they have stayed a couple more years? Like, extend the contract. I don't get it. They were making so much money. Why did it end? Okay, that was the story of IZONE, the last produced group. And I'm gonna be honest, it didn't answer any of my questions. I'm still befuddled, bewildered, confused about why they ended it. I understand that it was from girls from a bunch of companies all come together and compete in the show. There were 12 winners. But like, they did so well. Why did they end it? That was fascinating. I loved the drama of the voter fraud. Loved that. Could you imagine Ryan Seacrest being like, secretly, I've been paying everyone to vote for Kelly Clarkson. Some of the winners of American Idol, like Ruben Studdard, also showing my age by doing Kelly Clarkson and Ruben Studdard when there's literally 20 bajillion seasons. Anyway, I'm going to cut all that out. That was stupid. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, then you should subscribe, hit that like button, comment down below who your favorite IZONE member was, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. Ta-ta now. Bye-bye.